Hey, this is John Presco, August 19th. I was talking about the star shower that occurred on October 8th, 1946, the evening that I was born. I was born 6:02 p.m. The sun set at 6:01. So you have to imagine the golden orb of the sun going down between the Golden Gate arches of the bridge, and I'm born a minute afterwards. And not but an hour later, you could see amazing shooting stars begin that occurred all night. There was 1,000 an hour. And my mother told me this. The nurses were looking out the window, being amazed at the star shower, and they encouraged her to go to the window to take a look. They felt this was kind of an omen. How many children are born in that hospital that day? I don't know. Maybe I should go look at their records. But I was born right on sunset. They were aware of that, and that's when these stars became visible. So Rosemary says she was too spent. I was too spent to go to the window. I missed the miracle. I was just, it was hard labor to born you, my second son. And so I didn't get to see the stars. Well, they lasted all night. Rosemary could have said, well, can you wake me at 4 p.m. before sunrise so I can go look at the stars and maybe I'll be feeling better. Maybe you can put me in a wheelchair or something, or I don't know, get me over there. I don't want to miss this amazing event. This is important. Could be an omen, but I want to see it with my own eyes. I want to see those stars streaming down from heaven to earth. I got to see that no matter what. So, let's see. About 8 hours from now, yeah, get me to that window. This morning, I realized she lied to me. And she did see the stars. It took me a long time to figure that out. Well, I've been able to do this with the help of hypnosis. I've been able to identify when parents and people lie to me. I've made a lot of tapes. I've written a lot of material. I can catch myself when I'm lying. I can hear it. I can hear it in my voice. I can hear the cadence. There's a difference, see. And my hypnotherapist taught me how to hypnotize myself, which I do on an ongoing basis. So, I'm talking to Marilyn Reed, my first flame last night. I'm seeing that Rosemary was always working on her book, her biography. She probably started it when she was a teenager. My father told me, I don't know what's wrong with my wife. She was always working on her book. It was like she was writing a book or a screenplay. She had this movie going off in her mind. And by golly, if you deviated from the script, she'd let you know. But you never saw the script yourself. She's guiding people, directing people in a covert manner. And it's this covertness that hypnotherapy goes into. That's what hypnotherapy is all about. the hidden agenda going into the subconscious, where a lot of people like to dwell. You can manipulate people from the subconscious. So, I was telling Marilyn, I said, I'm blocked. I'm blocked. I can't finish this biography I started. Everybody's blocked me, including my daughter, mother, aunt and uncle, and on it goes. Vicky, Stacey Perot, all these people have blocked me from telling the story, my version of it. And I go, why is that? Why is that? And I told her I was looking at, just before she called, some pictures of beautiful cottage homes in Carmel. Looked like they're out of The Hobbit. Beautiful wood beams. And I said, I should be living there. I was just looking at a cottage that's there for sale. I should be able to afford one. I should have been living there 20 years ago. I should have been taking care of the gallery for Shannon. She could have made me the manager. I don't think she was capable of operating the gallery by herself. But she was blocking me. And my daughter was supposed to be in my biography, her happy ending, but she wanted to do another ending. She being coached by her mother, who wants her version of events. So I found the Catrona, the Theosophical Society. I looked at it today. And something I've been avoiding because my grandmother, Magdalene Rosamond, knew the people. I found this out from my aunt. She would go and visit them quite often. She thinks Annie Besant was her good friend. And I think I actually met her when I went down to LA when I was 7 years of age. So my grandmother, Mary, she really favored me over the other three children. For some reason, she saw something in me that was special, that she didn't see in the other children. So it dawned on me when I'm talking to Marilyn, I think Rosemary told her mother, Mary, about the star shower, and she goes, whoa, really? This happened? Oh my goodness, this fits in with the Theosophic philosophy of the coming master. Oh my gosh, Rosemary, this is a special child. The child must be handed over to me. We must take it to the Rosicrucian temple to be christened. See? Finally dawned on me when I saw the Rosicrucian temple and this city, this university, like the Herbert Armstrong University, and the whole thing going on with KORE. It's all coming together when I saw these buildings. See? I'm the chosen one. Hey? The one that's blocked in every which way. Well, they're only going to block the being of light. They're only going to block the true teacher. They're only going to block the begotten Son, the masters of the Theosophic Society, because that's the number that Mary Magdalene Rosamond was doing, on me, the newborn child of Rosemary Rosamond. Get it? Rosie Cross, Rosamond, Rosemary Rosamond. Come on, folks. It's all there. This is no dabbling in the Theosophic philosophy. This is like I'm one of the candidates to be one of the returned masters. This is what they built. These beautiful buildings, this enchanted city with these all these exotic buildings. So Rosemary's like being a little protector. I said, this is my son, Mother. See, this is what I didn't get. See, this was the missing tone. This is my and a son, Mother. You're not going to get your clutches on him. See? See, Mary Magdalene was an extremely interesting woman, and a Leo. I mean, she was a queen. She claimed that the Weinikes had castles on the Hafun-Ha in Germany. This was a regal, dignified woman. And she raised 6 children. She raised her 4 daughters and Rosamond's daughters, who she got rid of because he wasn't a good money earner. He wasn't making any money off his novels. His stories weren't selling. So she became a living story. Well, I'm taking your children away from you. I'm taking my sister's 2 sons away from you. I'm going to raise them all by myself. I will prevail. Okay. This is the real Gone to the Wind. This is happening in Ventura. God is my witness. I'll never starve again. I mean, these kids were hungry. And you could see it when Mary's sister came, Eutrophia came, that she and her husband looked very hungry, and the children. This is during the Depression, when they came to Ventura. So the Theosophic Society moved to Ojai after it made this paradise, this enlightened city above Hollywood. They moved to Ojai, and the architects that worked on Crotona designed the whole downtown in Ojai. And that's where the Weinikes came to live. That's where Mary's brother lived. He had about 4 homes, and he owned the house in Ventura. But Ojai was up Highway 33, I believe, maybe 10 miles above Ventura, maybe not even that. And she would go up there. They built this amazing little modern town, futuristic town. Whew. I didn't know how extensive it was. It's the first time I've seen pictures of it. It's the first time this morning that I put it together. Because I've been going on the internet looking at homes for sale, even though I don't have the money. My angel has been saying, find the place, John, and everything. You'll have everything you need. Find the place that's related to your ancestors. And last night I found a beautiful home in Boston, on Commonwealth, and it's near the Trinity Church that was founded by my great-great-great-grandfather, John Wilson. He was the head of the Boston, Massachusetts Bay Colony. He came with a lot of Puritans and founded a colony, and he founded the first church of Boston. He was the minister. See, this is the kind of person that Annie Besant and of course, I don't have her name. I don't, I'm just learning about these people. The Russians, she's from Russia. But this is the kind of background at Alcott, General Alcott. These kind of people that they're looking for, people that have a religious background, a religious history. So I've looked in Boston several times, and I've looked at Carmel, well, of course Christine, and Garth Benton were pretty much, the greater part of the Carmel art scene. I even looked down in Los Angeles. I've looked in Ventura as a place to live because I want to carry on this history. I want to be living. I want to be a living historian. I want to go about and tell the story, whether it's Ventura, whether it's Boston, whether it's out by the Navy Yard, where the USS Constitution is docked. I want to tell this story of our family that's pretty much involved with the American history. We were patriots, and we were priests. We built churches. And so this morning, here it is. My Shangri-La. And I'm going to go there. And I'm going to find someone to sponsor me. And the tapes I'm going to be making and the books I'm going to be writing, because I came into my being. I came into my mastery. I finally accepted that I'm a master. And how this is done, and why I've had so much trouble with it. Someone has called me the reluctant Messiah several times. Is this taking away and blocking? Because I've been a master before. And you don't die for people's sins, you die of them. And I had a psychic reading. This woman about 24 says, people come into your being and take. She said, I can't see why. You're powerless to stop them. Well, see, I contribute. I finally realized this morning, I contribute to that powerlessness. And I'll give you an example. I have a candidate for the disappearance of Gravy, my big Siamese cat that's just huge. And it's a little lady that delivers me Meals on Wheels. And every time she comes here, I didn't see Bremby. See, Bremby knows when she's coming, and he kind of hangs out. So when she comes upstairs and knocks on the door, I'll open it and he'll rush in. So it was getting to be like clockwork, and I could see that she wanted to kidnap him. She said, I could see it in her face. I'm trying to tell her about feral cats. Once they live outside, you can't put them back in. But it's basically my cat. And I could see that she didn't want to register that. My cat. Mine. I'm the owner of this cat. I'm the owner of this enlightenment. This is my starry crown and crown of thorns. This is my story. I'm on my mission. Now I hear that, see? I beat the crap out of Jesus, whipped him, tortured him, because a part of them knew, and this is the core of Christianity, who he was. They could see this light, they could perceive it, because we're all born of the light. So when you meet the light master, and you want to hurt him because you want to take the light. So she convinced, if she took my cat, Gravy, she said, well, if John really loved this cat as much as me, he'd take it in no matter what, keep it in, lest someone take it. And I really, really need this cat. I'm just a tiny woman. He's a big, strong guy. I bet she cuddles up to me in bed at night. And, boy, I'm so lonely. John really doesn't deserve that cat. I bet you he's a bad man. I bet you he tortures that cat and starves it to death on purpose. And, he leaves it out in the cold just to get his jollies. So I'm taking this cat. See? That's it. That's pretty much half of the Bible, see? We see the light, then we see Paul. Well, I really wasn't a worthy disciple. In fact, I wasn't a disciple at all. But I took delight, and I killed all the followers of Jesus. But he forgave me because I needed to have a church of my own. This is what it is, see? And you see this. If you've been a master, you've been around for several lifetimes. And it's the same lesson over and over again. Because when you're in the light, you're not possessive. That's your lesson. Don't own anything. Live like a monk in the woods. Go out into the wilderness and live like a wild man who eats berries and locusts. Don't own anything. Give it away. Don't even have sandals on. Go naked into the woods. You don't have anything, because that's not the kingdom of the truth and the light, see. And so when you find yourself on that path, or you find yourself an advanced master of this, the more you make your light shine, the more they come to hurt you, take from you, block you, smear you, defame you, spit on you, drive nails into your hand, see, and it gets smaller and smaller, see, and they block you. That's what's been going on. With me, because I know the story, I've lived it several lifetimes, I go, I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to be what my grandmother thinks I am. I don't want to be born under a star shower. Because I know what's going to happen to me. It's going to be one of the most painful experiences, confounding lives anybody's ever going to lead. Live. Leave. That works too. So, by not claiming the cat, I'm actually inviting people to take the cat. Someone comes up to me and says, "Are you the Messiah?" "Oh, no, not me. You know, somebody else. Oh, it's that guy over there." "Are you sure? You sure you're not the Messiah?" No, not me. You know, well, what's that halo around your head? "Oh, you want it? Here. You can have it. Take my cat. Take my baby. Take everything I own. Take it. Get it away from me." See, that's going back to what this woman psychic said. People come into your being and take, and she can't figure it out. Well, but when people are taking this way, and you read your Bible, that's like a neon sign right there. This guy, here he is. He's the one that's being taken from the most. People are abusing. Here he is. So you retreat. God, I'll become a fornicator and a drunk and a lousy bum, and not me. Get away from me. Get away from me with that Messiah stuff. I'm not him. See. On the other hand, the dude of darkness. See. Oh yeah, I'm him. Yoo-hoo. I'm the Messiah. I'm the Savior. I'm the Grand Master of blah blah blah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm over here. See, this is Donald Dude, the dude of darkness. See. And people go, "Yay, he's here! Oh, I'm going to vote for him, and he's going to bring the rapture and the tribulation." But mainly, what these people are they're into prosperity gospel. I would say about 90-80% of the people that say they're evangelicals are really into the prosperity gospel, which is kind of like there's the good people. And they're usually white people, and they ones that work and have money and cars and houses and all that stuff. And then there's the kind of brownish people over here, and they're poor, they don't have anything, they're renters, and they drive cars that break down, Then they have to commit crimes to live and get food. And they're the parasites, see? And they're trying to get every follower of prosperity gospel what they have. So they want to come in and take your gold, your goods, your children, because you're in the light, see? You're a follower of Jesus. You know, the King Solomon with 5,000 tons of gold. And so this is, they're going to pretty much take everything away from these poor people, just eliminate them, probably send them off to the ovens like they did the Jews eventually, because that's the thinking. See, that's the thinking. And as the master, you understand that. You understand this duality, this yin and yang, this awful illusionary duality. And Meher Baba was able to teach me through his books. And he had an ashram in Ojai Valley. And I was his follower in 1967 on to, I don't know, about maybe 15 years ago. And he fell away because there just isn't, he didn't have some answers. Things he said about St. Francis and Jesus really kind of applied to me. Because I'd done the work, posting much on my blog on this topic. And let me see if my camera's working here. Wow. Well, it's been 26 minutes. I'm just going to say that I've been coming into my body really rapidly in the last 24 hours. And it's just been a phenomenon. According to the same psychic, I own my own creation. I died, and I came back. What I realized was that Rosemary did go to the window and did see the shooting stars. I just don't. She lied. I could hear it in her voice now. She lied. She did not want that going around to be a surface knowledge. She wanted it to be a subterranean knowledge. And before Mary Magdalene Rosamond died, she wanted to see me. Rosemary came up to me and says, "My mother wants to see you. She's on her deathbed." And I could tell by my mother's voice now that there's something really wrong here. And she was manipulating me with that voice. She was saying, "I'm obligated to tell you, but I really don't want this to happen. It's not in my script. It's not in my book." So there's my grandmother dying with all this information that became manifest last night, this morning. She wanted to impart that because she thought I was a candidate for the chosen one, for the Theosophic Society. She even thought I could be a master. And that's a hard thing to live with. And I think the reason they don't tell people, the reason she didn't tell me while I was living, is because what I'm talking about, people go after these people. They're not of the normal church. They're not of the normal blah, blah, blah. And they have this light, and you can feel it and see it. And the darklings, the dark ones, want, well, actually they don't want the light. They want to destroy it because it upsets them. The awareness of this light and this truth really, really, really upsets them. Because they really, really want to live in the lie. This is why they love the President of the United States, Donald Trump, because he's told 10,000 lies and they love it. This gives them the permission to tell lies and to keep owning what they don't own and to go after things that are not theirs. We are in deep shit, people. And I've been battling it. I predicted all this would happen on